What is going on, guys? It is the Superfans Sports Spiel, episode 6. Is it episode 6? I think it's episode 7. I think it's episode 7.
I have no clue.
I don't even know.
I think it's
I
episode
don't know.
7. Regardless, today we're joined by Jack the Yankee fan, Philly Cole, and Metsrsl, aka Scott. Nick, let's give it up for him. What's going on, guys? How are your Thursdays going?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Not bad. Pretty solid.
Scott?
Good.
All right. Well, yeah, so it's no secret there's a lot of beef going around between everybody. A lot of people who aren't happy. And today we have all three of you guys, so now you guys can all just hash it out. Maybe come to a happy ending, maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe there's a boxing match. Who knows? This could go a billion different directions.
I would love to see a boxing match.
I can't wait to just sit back and watch. So Scott, I think you've been Snapchatting me a lot this week. There's a lot of things that you want to get off your chest, so I'm gonna let you start it.
Like what do you want me to go in detail first about?
I mean, I think you were very upset that on the last podcast, Jack said that something about the rage quitting that you weren't happy with. So I guess start off with that.
Well, there was a lot of things. Before I start, I love Jack. No hate against him, obviously.
Love you too, Scott.
But yeah, there's just like I feel like that whole podcast was just shitting on me. Not even just him. I mean, obviously he can't control some of the questions you guys ask him, but like there was just a lot of shit being thrown at me. Like when he said Philly Cole would win the fight, that didn't bother me even that much. Saying I overreact about a lot of things. Saying I wouldn't be happy when I said shit about this. I mean, he's technically right, and just all that kind of stuff. It's not directly his fault, but I guess you guys asked some questions too. But the overreacting thing, I don't understand is because I made a video. It was kind of like a joke, but I pulled out random stats. It was like a Pete Alonso Luke Voigt comparison, and then Jack went and made like 4 videos about it or something like that. And I don't understand how I'm the one who overreacts when you're gonna go out and make like 4 videos on something. When it had nothing to do with them. It was just a video of my account, just as a joke. And I don't understand how I'm the one. I mean, I've overreacted about things in the past, but like that's just like kind of contradicting if you ask me.
Can I say something real quick? So, right. I get where you're coming from with that, Scott, but I mean, stuff was also thrown at me in that podcast, like some stuff, but like I just took it because I'm kind of trying to just move on with all this beef. I don't really want to be caught up in the past like this.
Nah,
like Jack said, it's kind of childish.
I guess, but I was too soft in the last podcast. Like I let things fly. I ignored a lot of things that shouldn't have been ignored. That's all I'm saying.
So you were too soft in the last podcast. Are you bringing it this time?
Yes, I'm upset with how this thing's turned out because I'm being looked at as the bad guy here when it's quite frankly the opposite.
I don't know. Honestly, I remembered I looked at the YouTube comments for the last podcast I was on, and I saw one dude, and the comment I remembered, I can't wait for Metsrsl to expose this kid. I was like, damn, he's gonna expose me. So I don't know. I feel you definitely do have some of your followers that are in your corner. But the thing with the Luke Voigt video, that's really just a kind of like that's just like a sports argument, and I mean. The thing is, like, I just wanted to get all my points across for Luke Voigt, and also you brought up some different arguments, and I just wanted to make other videos, kind of like not necessarily debunking, but giving my take on the arguments, and that's why I was going about it. I mean, when you talk about sports, there's a lot of debating in sports, a lot of talking. It wasn't like I was going after, like, I wasn't going after the content you're making. I was going after the only thing it was just sports talk, you know, and I mean. Yes, you brought up the stats, and then I just feel like the stats are flawed. I wanted to bring up my point of view because obviously you're a Mets TikToker. You bring up points that I just tend to disagree with. But I mean, I can also see your point and see why other people were to like enjoy that. Not enjoy, that's a weird word to use, but intend to like see that and like view that. So yeah, I mean, I think that like I wanted to put my 2 cents in.
Scott, you got to respond.
It's hard to argue with such a king. That's all I gotta say. Like I can't argue with Jack. I just can't. It's like, we got to move on to Cole. I can't argue with Jack. I'm sorry. I just can't.
Wow.
In the bottom of my heart, I can't do it. I just can't. I love him too much. I can't do it.
I appreciate that, Scott. I mean,
I got a question
I'm
for
not coming
Jack.
at Jack. I just can't.
I
Yeah,
got a
what's up?
question for Jack. Okay, so I saw your private story. How drunk are you right now from a scale of 1 to 10?
I saw him pull out the beer before this.
I'm definitely not a 10 because I'm here.
Yeah.
Probably like a 5.5 to a 6. Probably closer to 6 though.
Okay. Okay. Anyone gonna keep a tally for the slurred words?
I mean, 6 is gonna have a few slurred words.
Okay. Okay. So Scott, then you're not gonna go after Jack, but then what do you have to say about Cole if there's anything to say?
What I have to say about Cole is the last podcast, I did not come after him enough with a lot of things. Like, let's talk. So in the podcast, Jack the Yankee fan, right? You brought up the thing of the rage quitting, and he said, "Oh, I think Scott overreacted with ending a friendship over a rage quit." But it was much more than just a rage quit. You know, like this kid would add me to group chats all the time and make me look like a jerk in front of everyone. When like he said, I would post videos of like our private conversations, which I mean I did do occasionally, which is my fault. But he would bring like I would say something in the DMs as a joke, and he would bring that to another group chat. He is the main reason. Sean Massa, Braden Risser, Anthony, Deacon at the time. Deacon's my homie now. He's the reason they all ate me because he brought me to that group chat and made
You're
me look
the
stupid.
reason.
No, I'm not the reason.
Listen, Scott.
Okay,
Remember back.
go on.
All right, we were in the group chat, right? Remember? And you would say something about say something about like the Mets or something, or say something about the Phillies, right? And like a really toxic matter or stuff, or something like that, right? And maybe Sean or Braden would have take it the wrong way, and then it would just escalated, and then sooner or later they just didn't like you.
But you were the one who had me to the group chats and say this kid said this kid said that.
You were in the
I'd be
group
in
chat
these
before.
group
We
chats?
kicked
No,
you out.
I wasn't.
No.
I wasn't in the group chat. He was. Wait,
Yes,
what did
you
say,
were
Jack?
in the group chats before, right? Not before that, right? Once we were in the DMs, right? And you would start talking about different things, and I would be like, I want to be telling them about all of it, but I'd be telling Braden like, you know, I'm upset about something or whatever, and he'd be like, okay, or he would be like, let me talk to Scott because he keeps like blocking me and stuff. I'm like, okay, so I'll just add you to this group chat. If you really wanted me to, I wouldn't have done that, but I mean, I never do that anymore. It's not like I'm adding you to these group chats to this day. It was a while back. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, but like that was the whole reason all this stuff started with me having beef with all these kids in the first place. And then the rage quit thing,
that was the group chat we made, right? And we kept adding people in there to make it more, you know, exciting and stuff and better. And I guess you just didn't get along with a lot of those people for whatever reason.
Nah, you guys kind of made me look bad, and I'm gonna be honest with you. You guys couldn't take jokes about the Phillies. You guys could say everything about the Mets, and I wouldn't care. And then I brought up one joke, and you guys would just freak out.
That's not true.
That is true.
It's not true.
It is.
I mean, it would be like an argument between us about, I don't know, something random. And we would bring facts, me, Deacon, Braden. Like you'd bring, you know, you'd be coming at us too, right? But then after a while, when I think you thought you were losing the argument, you just start bringing up followers and making yourself. That's exactly what happened.
It's
if you want to ask
impossible
literally any of them, that's what happened.
Okay, but it's impossible to win an argument when it's a 1v5. I would ask you to personally talk about it, like one-on-one, and you would just bring it to the group chat.
It's a sports argument. That's what
Yeah,
it
but
is.
yeah, but it's not fair 1-on-5. You were scared to talk to me 1-on-1.
I have a quick question. Who is Braden?
Braden's my friend.
Yeah.
He's in the hype house.
Okay. I still doesn't really answer it for me, but okay.
You can look him up. NBA Nations. There you go.
Oh, him. Okay, I know him. He's not that stupid. He's a good,
he's pretty
good
smart.
basketball content guy.
That's the kid who DM'd me 40 times on separate accounts. If you were in my shoes, you would be saying the same thing.
Because he was annoyed.
Annoyed? Yeah, you think I was annoyed? This kid DM'd me 40 times on separate accounts.
Then why wouldn't you talk to him?
Why wouldn't you talk to me?
Exactly.
You got nothing to say
until you brought up something, or they wanted to talk to you.
You have nothing to say.
I just said something.
That was totally irrelevant.
But anyways, let's move on. Let's try to fix this, right? Let's try to fix
the subject.
this.
Change the subject.
Because I want to fix it. I'm not trying to stay up on the past, you know.
Okay.
So
I wasn't even gonna come on today until Scott said he wanted me on, so I was like, okay.
Oh, I know. They asked me to come on. I didn't ask anyone to come on.
Well,
go ahead.
I mean, I asked Scott and Jack to come on because on the last podcast, at the end, I said I'd have both of them on, and then I believe I asked both Jack and Scott if they were okay if Cole came on, and I think you guys both said yes.
Yeah, but that was more of like I mean, obviously we're gonna say yes.
I personally had no idea Cole was coming on, but I'm completely okay with it.
I figured Jack would be okay with it. I wasn't sure about Scott, so I made sure I asked.
No, Jack would definitely be okay with it. And you asked me if I had a sexual. You asked me if I had a sexual tension with Cole. You should ask Jack that question because I'm personally feeling one. I'm not gonna lie.
Wait, what? Okay,
You
hold
should
on.
ask.
Hold on. Wait,
What?
let me tell.
I
let me
said
tell-
they
What?
Cole had a Jack and Cole because I'm personally feeling one between them. Not gonna lie. I mean,
What?
You think there's sexual tensions between Jack
Yes!
and Cole? That Jack is a adult male. You're making some very
Yeah, that's
accusations
not.
now.
Yeah,
You tried
those
to
are
go
very serious
Jack to
Oh my
jail.
God. Okay, now everyone come at me. Okay, so
I'm not coming at you. I'm just putting the facts out. I don't want Jack getting in any trouble.
The SWAT team's not gonna pull up the SWAT team's not gonna pull up to Artemis Way in 5 minutes. Like, come on, I'm not coming.
I'm not saying anything about the SWAT team. I'm just saying.
They
I'm
ain't
just-
coming to Artemis.
I'm just putting out the facts. I'm just trying to make sure I'm hearing things correctly. All right. So is there gonna be a compromise or what?
There's gonna be no compromise. We're just gonna acknowledge the fact that Philly Cole rage quit and only the show, like quit the game and then lied about it. We're just gonna acknowledge
That's not what happened.
See, this is what I want to put down. Set in
No, but
stone. It's nothing to do with like Cole rage quitting. I just want to say, because you brought up rage quitting, I would beat anyone here in MLB The Show. That's it. That's all.
That's so cat. Play me again. You won't.
I play. All I know is I played you once and I won. And the
Okay,
second
that
time
was-
we disconnected.
That was 3 months ago though. I was like retarded back then. I didn't know how to play the game.
I was too.
Nah, you were good. I used to be trash at the game. Now I hit dingers every pitch.
Every pitch. Okay.
Every pitch.
I think that might be a little bit of exaggeration, but there's one.
Might be a little
server
bit.
feeling.
Nah.
Has anyone made World Series? Because I know I have.
Right here.
Oh shit.
I was on my way to it, but then I just totally quit MLB The Show. I was bored of it.
Yeah, I made it
totally-
first season and then I quit.
I was about to make the World
Hey.
Series. I lost in a bloop single, and I never played ranked seasons again.
Cole, were you talking about our game or MLB The Show in general? I'm not sure there. When you said you
I
quit the
didn't
show,
quit in. Yeah, I just quit the show in general.
Oh, I
Like,
thought you were talking about our game.
yeah, I didn't quit that, but okay. Yeah, I got bored of it. Like, I'm probably gonna play like MLB The Show 21 whenever it comes out. Probably gonna play that
21?
again, but like overall, it gets boring after a while. Like after you play for a while, like there's not much to do, especially when they're not updating anything. It gets boring, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm just gonna go to Madden or something because Madden's actually like okay.
I'll give my take on MLB The Show. I play it every year, and especially this year because it literally came out March 13th, which was the day like everything shut down. So it was like almost perfect timing. So Nick and I got on a party every day, and we played like 12 hours of the show every day. And after like a month and a half, maybe even less, I was just bored of it, because I just played the hell out of it. And, MLB The Show just couldn't put out enough content in enough time because everyone was playing so much that you would rip through everything and you'd be like, oh, well, now I just play ranked seasons a bunch. And then ranked seasons makes you rage, especially when the game is broken. It sweats. And if you lose, you're just so demoralized. If the game was just broken, I remember the reason I quit is because one, my work schedule got much heavier because I wasn't in school, so I couldn't play as much. So I was just like, you know what, screw that. I'll just give it up completely, and it won't be as much of a problem. Two, I played one game, and like literally, I swear, every game I had some glitch in the outfield happen where my guy would just drop the ball. I was just like, screw this. I'm done. I'm just done playing. I can't take
Yeah,
this anymore.
outfield defense.
I remember
was
that
brutal.
glitch. Oh my god, it was so bad. It
Yeah.
was.
I haven't played the game in forever, so I don't know how like the if all the glitches and are patched and whatever, but it was tough to play.
Another problem I
Yeah,
have with the game. They
God.
release a lot of the card, like the great best cards, not the best, but like really, really good cards way too early. Like the 99 Corey Kluber, I feel like it's still one of the best pitchers to this day, and they released it on launch. You can get that
Yeah.
within a few days you play. Like, there's no fun in that. I mean, Madden. I mean, I don't play Ultimate Team anymore. I haven't played Ultimate Team since Madden 25. But like the way they like have the highest overall at like an 87 or 88, and then they work their way up higher and higher, and they don't really get to a 99 until like the end of the season or whatnot. I think that's the way to go when you're talking about games like that.
Yeah, I feel you because I had like every card. I had the 99 Mickey Mantle. I had the Kluber. I had almost every 99 in the game. And then at that point, there was no reason to keep playing because my team wouldn't
Exactly,
get
and then
better.
you get bored.
Yeah.
Stupid. See, like that's why I don't love the live series. I think they should do sets. Well, I mean, it's hard for obviously this year because there was only a 60-game season. But if they do like a set, and then at the All-Star break they do a second set, and they like update overalls then, because then you can make another collection and then make it a new overall or new collection rewards with higher overalls, and you don't have to do all 99s.
I also feel like they have to make some like sort of system or way where like at the beginning it seems like everybody has the same exact team. They're like, oh, like I guess the XP reward path. I mean, obviously they release the best cards right away, which is
Yeah.
annoying. And when that happens, everyone obviously chooses, oh, the 99 Kluber.
They all choose the same one because it's the
everyone has-
best card.
Everyone has the 99 Kluber. Everyone had like 99 Reggie Jackson. And then there was other cards. I forget what they were, but like everybody had the same cards. And you were just like, this is boring, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That's why I like playing Battle Royale, especially at the end of the year, because it's like, at least you're seeing like different cards and different teams. And, you know, it's not everyone has just pitchers just dealing and then guys just hitting nukes every pitch, you know?
They got to find a way to make the live series cards, like, I don't know how, but they got to find a way to make live series cards be able to be on teams towards the end of the year, because after a certain point, a 93 Mike Trout is worthless because you have this 95 flashback or legend guy.
I mean, I played MLB The Show at the beginning of the year, and I stopped and I restarted like the end of September, middle of like up till middle of October. I got all 99s. It's that easy at the end of the year.
Yeah. I mean, I hope Ramon Russell's listening right now because he could be taking some great
Good notes. Really good notes. Yeah.
I don't know. This is gonna be MLB The Show review.
Especially when like you're going onto Xbox, you need to have a high quality game to hook the Xbox players on it.
Yeah, I don't know how great it's gonna do with Xbox and Switch because I feel like if you're playing MLB The Show, you probably already have PlayStation, and the guys who are gonna be playing on Xbox are gonna be like new to it. And
Yeah,
then,
but I feel like there's some baseball fans that really just play like Call of Duty or whatnot, and then it's like, oh, they made baseball for the Xbox, so I guess we'll just get that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
RBI baseball is just so trash.
It is so bad.
yeah,
I
is
don't
that game
It feels like a mobile game. Like,
Yeah,
is it being released
doesn't
next
make
year
sense.
or is it done?
They should
it's
stop.
probably
Yeah,
still
yeah, they
being
should
released,
quit.
but they should quit. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if they don't come out with a bang next year, next gen on Xbox and the Switch, not to mention, it's not going to be a good release for them.
No, it won't.
Madden needs to get rid of their games. They're terrible. EA just needs to
Madden
let
sucks
go.
too.
Dude, they need to it needs to be like 2K making the game.
Dude, sports video games are just at an all-time low, let's be honest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know 2K like gets a lot of hate for NBA, but it's still realistically the best out of. I don't really play much NHL. I know NHL is pretty decent, but I mean 2K right now is probably still the best. Especially I heard a lot of good reviews about their newest one on the next gen. But you never know.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly haven't been playing as much video games lately just because
I really haven't either.
I don't know, just because I'm not really into it anymore. But I also don't really have nothing's urging me to go play it because everyone's like, oh yeah, 2K it sucks. Oh yeah, Madden it sucks. Oh yeah, the show. Well, I already know
Exactly.
the show. The show just makes me rage.
The show's good for like a month and then it just isn't fun anymore. That's basically it.
Yeah, I mean, especially some of the the offline play can be like just really annoying and not fun.
What's the name of
Madden
this
just
podcast
sucks
gonna
totally.
be? Or is it gonna be MLB The Show review podcast? We just talk about the show for 20 minutes straight.
That's pretty
Honestly,
much-
why not?
I mean,
Nah, we
Honestly,
were
I'm
avoiding the
starting
real
to-
topic. I feel like you guys all had a mutual agreement to avoid the real issues that's going on right now.
This just randomly came up.
Scott, what are the real issues?
There's
you wanna
not
talk
really a two-way
there's a
issue.
real
It's just
issue,
a
bring it
one-way
up.
issue. Just
real-
talk
I
to
mean,
us about it. I'm fine with ending it. Let's go.
I'm saying the real issue is that Philly Cole is the reason that all this happened, all this beef. With the
I
rage
think it was
quitting in the
both
first
of
place.
us, to be honest.
No, I mean not really. I mean I've done a couple of things bad, but like it all. I mean think about it. It all started from the rage quitting thing. So if you just never had to press quit. You mean you were up 1-0 in that series? You never just had to
Okay.
press quit.
Okay, but let's talk about this. Why was that such an issue to you?
My thing is, well, it's an issue because you just cursed me out there for no reason. And my question is,
That's not true.
How come after back-to-back home runs, your Wi-Fi coincidentally goes out? I mean, I just don't understand that. It
That
was
happens to
fine
my
the whole game
Wi-Fi all the
before.
time.
I don't know, man. I you know my
right.
Wi-Fi's bad. We've been playing video games for a long time together, and you knew my Wi-Fi was absolutely.
Whoa,
Yeah,
wait,
but not-
wait.
it was-
Time out. You've been playing video games for a long time together.
No, like 2
What does that
months.
Okay.
We played like GTA and stuff.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure, because honestly, I did have a theory about this whole thing. I talked to Luke and Nick about it. I just
No,
wanted to make sure
whatever-
it was debunked.
I'll tell
I know
you
what you were talking
firsthand.
about.
Your
Mhm.
theory is incorrect. I'll tell you right this.
Yeah.
Just making sure. I didn't know how long.
we haven't been
ago it was.
talking like
Okay.
for a
Okay.
while, and then it just
Okay.
started picking back up again.
Not even talking, just like trying to be friendly with me, just so you wouldn't get
Yeah.
on TikTok. 'Cause that's all you care about. It's
No,
not gonna
I've had the hate for how long was it? 4 months. I dealt with it, and people actually
2-1.
from your side actually decided, hey, this guy isn't terrible, and they've actually decided to follow me because
yeah, that's
there
what
are
I'm saying.
people out there.
I should get
There are
50% of your
people out
cut.
there, Scott.
Dang.
No,
It should be
man,
the
you
other
don't
way
need
around.
any of that.
Okay.
What
God.
okay,
Oh wait, no,
never
I
mind. We're
don't.
not
I
gonna
don't
get
want
in that.
$6.
What I was
I don't
saying
want half of
was-
your $12 cut.
What I was
so.
saying was people have realized, oh wait, Cole's pretty cool, and they've actually said they've unfollowed you and came to my like, dude, you don't understand. Like once they get on my page, they're addicted to me. like
when
they
did
were
you,
to you.
when were you thinking of like making up these stories? Like before the podcast and the shower yesterday? Like when were you making these stories up in your head?
What do you mean? When was I making these stories up in my
No,
head?
like when
Dude,
when were you physically
I got
brainstorming
DMs
these
from a
stories?
bunch of people. Dude, I get DMs
have
from a
proof?
bunch of people talking about you, and most of them I
You have
ignore.
proof?
Some of them,
You have
some of
proof?
them I see some very interesting things.
Dude, if you saw walking around the street, they would one of my followers, they'd probably freaking spit on you. So I don't even know what you're talking about. The
What
hate
do you
levels
mean
between
spit on
us,
me?
your hate levels up here, mine's down here. I'm just saying that. So if we want to talk about me getting hate, you're on a whole nother level.
When did I ever say you got hate? I said I've dealt with the hate, and people have actually opened up to me and
No, you're
said,
saying
"Oh, I'm
people
actually
DM you
pretty
saying-
cool."
You're telling me people DM you saying bad things about me and unfollowing me, which I find untrue. But
I mean, people are like confused about the whole situation. I think that's why we're doing this podcast, right?
well, yeah, but we keep avoiding the main topics, and everyone
What's
keeps
the
going
main
against me.
Okay, Scott, talk for like 20 minutes straight, all right, and we'll sit here because I have nothing to say, but I just want this to be over because it's childish.
No, it's basically it all started. I mean, I felt like you were always kind of fake in the first place. I mean, that's always pretty eminent. I'm not going to go into it. Before this whole rage quit thing even happened, it got to that. You obviously rage quit. It said you forfeited on the screen. After I had back-to-back home runs, your Wi-Fi was perfectly fine the game before and during the game that was going on when you quit. It was just incoincidentally after I hit 2 back-to-back homers, you just lost connection, even though it said you forfeited on the screen. You wouldn't play that night. I made a video, literally not cursing you out. I just made a video saying you wouldn't play that night. You took it seriously. You blocked me and everything. It would have been fine. I would have just made a video saying, oh, you didn't play that night. It's fine. But you had to go out of your way, block me and everything. It's not like I made a video like exposing your life. And then you went on and made a video about me with very serious matters in them, exposing me about mostly untrue things, which was totally childish if you want to ask me. And then proceeding from there, my followers, like Jack said, when they banned your live, and it had something to do with me, that has nothing to do with me. It's not. I don't control what these kids are doing. And they hated on you. The blame was put on me after you would add me all these group chats. You never wanted to talk to me over it. We kind of came back, and then I was like, you know what? He's just being fake. He doesn't care about relationships. He just wants to care about not getting hate. So I went on with my life. I was like, whatever. I'm not going to talk to this kid. And it just went on again. And then they brought us up and beef started. That's what happened.
No.
I have something to
Okay,
bring up.
Hold on. Okay, go ahead, Jack.
All right,
I think
so
that's Jack.
I know we're talking about Scott's followers and whatnot doing like all this, but when you are making content and you're kind of talking about Cole or you're talking about whatever, I feel like you can't just say it's not my problem, because if you're talking about Cole, fuck, where was I going with this? I completely blanked out. But the thing is, it's not like they're just going out of the blue and attacking him. You're kind of like instigating it almost on your account, saying Cole sucks, Cole's bad, Cole's awful. So, I mean, you can say, oh, it's not my problem, it's not my followers. But at the same time, you're also you're kind of like instigating this with them. And then it's giving them the idea of, doesn't like Cole.
That's
But
what
at
I
the
was gonna
same
say, right?
time, no,
You're like,
you
I went
guys
on with my life. You're like, I went on with my life, but you made countless videos about me when I didn't make any videos about you.
I can't pull
them
them up. I feel like if I dig down, I could, but I remember seeing some Cole videos. And that
Cole-
other kid, I don't even remember who the other kid is. You made a
Can I
few
talk?
videos with him too.
That's Vinny Bat.
Yeah, I don't care about him.
Yeah, okay.
so-
Well, that kid's made triple the videos about me, which he's like 10. So Cole would literally hide things about me in his videos. Like he wouldn't make a video. Like I would make a couple of videos about him, but that was just because assessing an actual issue my followers wanted to know.
Mm-hmm.
If you look into his stuff, like he would go like, "Oh, Eagles update. Eagles lost again because they sucked, and the Giants turned first," which is every update video he makes. And then he would say at the end, "Oh yeah, Metsrsl," and he would add stuff in it, or he would say in comments.
Because
he would sneaky with it. He's sneaky with it.
I was pretty outspoken with that, and that was before I decided I'm done with you until you brought on more stuff, recently. Because that was the time when you said I was being fake when I was really busy,
You were always being
and I
fake
couldn't
when
get
you
back to your didn't get back to you. And yes, I was being. You took it too fast, Scott. You were like, "Oh my God, I need to be friends with this kid. I wanted to be best friends like we were."
No,
but I really think that you were too much to me, and I didn't think too much of Scott, you were a great friend with me a while back, but I think you thought of me as like your best friend. Like you thought that like I had no one else to talk to but you, when I really had like people that I was talking to every day, like different friends out there, and I was trying to do different things. And I don't know, I thought maybe you were just bored and like needed someone to talk to, and if that was the case, then maybe I would have tried a little bit harder, because I hate this whole situation that has happened.
I got a quick question. I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like this whole thing is kind of blown out of proportion, because like if it all stemmed from this rage quit, and let's say Cole rage quit. I don't know if he did or not, but let's just say he did. I feel like if this happened in like my friend group, we'd kind of like give the person crap for a couple days, and then it would kind of just blow over.
Nick,
But
this is
this
what I
has been
said in the
brought
last
out way
but
too
podcast.
far.
Cole
I've been
accepted
saying
it.
this in the last
Cole-
podcast.
Cole made it more of an issue by proceeding to block me and everything. I made a video.
You know
saying,
why
oh,
I
Cole
did?
rage
You know
quit. It
why
was
I
fine.
did? Listen.
Why?
You know
Tell
why
me
I
why.
did?
Tell me why.
Because you made a video about me, and no, it was not.
Just
it was
saying
not
you
just-
rage quit.
Listen,
You made a
no,
video
no,
about
it
me
was
saying
not-
I said
it was
like
not
racial
just that.
slurs and all this
Dude,
stuff.
you would throw in stuff and be like, yeah, this like for example, I don't know, like this idiot or whatever decided to do
Oh,
this.
I
and
said
do that.
idiot.
And
Oh, no.
Of course, you have like 25 times the following of me, and of course that's gonna come to me like, whoa, okay, now I'm gonna get a bunch of hate. And at that time, I was like new to this, so I didn't know how to really handle the hate. But now I am perfectly fine with it. And it
Well, the
helps
thing
me get better.
is, if you rage quit, right? Let's say hypothetically you rage quit, like Nick said. Let's say you rage quit. You went on. I made a video, literally just saying, "Oh, Cole rage quit." I mean, I might have gone here and there saying, "Oh, he's a baby" and stuff, but I was saying, given the point that you rage quit, and I was like, okay, whatever. You went on, you made a video making many false claims about me. Not only that, but then like serious claims that could affect me personally and affect
Okay,
my life.
Scott, let's talk about
You
this.
did that.
claims?
Admit
What
you
were
did
the
that
claims?
though. Admit
Yeah.
you did that.
Yeah, I did
can't
that
say them
because
on
it's
the air.
true.
They're so bad. No, it's not. Half
It was
90% of
100% true. Scott,
90%
Scott,
of it. Where's your proof
Scott,
then? Where's your proof then?
Scott, I deleted the video. No one has proof. Just tell me if that was true, because you know it was true.
A couple
Scott,
things,
I
but
knew you for a
80
long time, and I was very angry.
A long
That's
time,
why I
what, 2
deleted, because
months?
it was not the right thing to do, and I am not that type of
Exactly.
person.
That was
I am a
the
nice
wrong
person.
thing to do. That's what
I
stemmed
did
the whole
not
thing.
want to do that.
But that you stemmed the whole thing by making that video. which was 80%.
Yeah, but then I tried to
lies.
move on, and you just kept bringing my name back
No,
up.
yeah, because something that serious could really affect someone, especially when most of it's false.
God, it's TikTok. Who's gonna look at that and be like, "Oh my God,
Bruh, do you not know
we
what
need to
cancel
cancel this
culture
guy"?
is? Cancel? Do
Yeah,
you not know what
but
cancel culture is?
who's gonna know a guy with 25K followers? Like,
A lot
let's
of
say you're going to
people.
a job. Who's gonna be like, "Oh my
Anyone.
God, this is the guy that said that. We cannot have that guy. We can't hire him." Like, who's
You've
gonna
never
say that?
seen
You're gonna have
cancel. Have you seen
25K.
cancel culture? Have you seen cancel culture?
Yeah, but those are famous people, Scott.
No,
Hold on.
not you. You
Famous
can see
people.
kids from high schools getting canceled. They email their schools. They get kicked out, suspended from the school. It's
I
way
need-
more serious.
Who's
than
I
that.
need-
Scott,
I need to pause
who's
for
gonna
1
find
second.
Your high school.
This alt community of all these dumb Biden little blue-haired girls. That's literally what their
They're
community
not
is.
gonna, Scott.
Yes, they
The
are.
chances of that
Colby,
happening.
are
Do you know
very
how many
high,
people? You know
actually.
how many people probably do stuff like that and don't get caught for it?
Okay, a lot of people.
More than
but
people that actually do get caught for it. And that's why I brought it
It's
down,
just-
because I did not think it was the right thing to do. And
But that's them.
you
This
can
whole
ask
thing.
Braden. That's who I was talking to a lot. Braden,
I made a
Sean,
normal-
Deegan. I did not think it was the right thing.
You got to realize that I made a normal video stating that you rage quit, and then you made that. That just shows
Not a
like,
normal
the difference in
video.
maturity.
Okay,
but
a
I'm not out
video
here making
definitely
claims.
towards me. And you also
You're
said
saying you rage quit.
you also said this in our when we were going back and forth. You said, "All right, I'm gonna make a video of you, and we're not gonna be friends anymore." I'm like, "Okay, cool." And
I never
that's
said
then
that.
you
I
put
was-
out the video, so I was like, "Okay, we're not friends." And
Yeah, but the
I just wanted to
difference-
move on.
You got to realize the topic of our videos. Mine was saying you rage quit, and yours was just all these claims and things like that, and just trying to expose me when in reality it did
Why do
nothing.
you think I took it down? I told you this already. I took it down
Yeah,
because I
but
didn't think it was the
still,
right thing to do.
And that just shows the maturity levels in the first place. I posted something.
Okay, then
normal,
why
and
is
you
it still
posted
going on
that.
when I want
I
it to
think
be
it
done?
shows maturity levels
It's-
to be able to realize you made a mistake and then do that for you. But there's only less than a minute. You guys got to
Yeah.
let Luke talk.
I was just about to say, so we're running out of time here on the Zoom call. This conversation is nowhere near over. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the call. It's going to take like 10 minutes to save to my MacBook. Then I'll send you guys Snapchats and we'll continue this call on, we'll continue the podcast on another Zoom call because we're running out of time. So, yeah, we're all in the same,
Okay.
Page
Wait,
here.
and
Okay.
can you post this on YouTube as like a part 1, then you'll post the next one as a part 2 or something?
do you,
I feel like you can just edit it and like add one clip and then add another
Yes.
one. Just make
Yeah,
it
I'm
back.
pretty sure that's how you can do it.
Jack.
that's what
Wait,
I'll
Jack,
do.
did you go all the way to the bottom of my TikTok to find that while we're talking right now?
Oh yeah, I
Okay.
want to get down to the bottom of stuff.
Okay.
He's helping Cole out again. What's new?
Oh my
I'm
God.
going
my
to Cole's right
Okay.
after this.
Let's pause this and let's
Oh, you're
bring it
not.
for the next call because we got
Bro, this is a podcast, not a bar. Come on.
Okay,
House is a
okay.
bar.
I'm ending this call and we're gonna resume right now. All right, guys. It is the next day. I'm editing this podcast right now, and I've decided we are going to make this a 2-part episode. So just to clarify what happened at the end of that part, Zoom only gives us 40 minutes per call because we are using the free version. So we had to come to a sudden end, and luckily we were able to get everybody back on another call a few minutes later. I figured you guys would appreciate 2 shorter parts rather than just one long episode. So that's what we're doing. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and trust me, the second part is going to be no less chaotic than this one was, and it will be uploaded within the next few days. Thank you guys.